Boy, do we have a lot of stuff to talk about today. So we have literally everything in the news, from stuff leaving, stuff that they're taking away from us in the game, stuff that's coming to the game and I'm super excited for. Literally all types of hype and excitement and devastation in today's video. Make sure to leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and comment down below for a chance to win the Valk Heirloom. The finalist from last video is down in the comment section below, and don't forget we're doing the same exact process over on Facebook, and the link to that is in the description. So back in season 7, there was actually a voice actor by the name of Ellie Newlands, who is actually the voice actor for Horizon. And basically there was this big patch that came out for Horizon. I can't remember if it was like on their launch or if it was on like a patch notes change where she got nerfed to the ground or something, but people were actually flaming her, the voice actor, for the patch notes that came out about Horizon. They were actually getting mad at her, and obviously she has nothing to do with this, so it was absolutely absurd to me that people were actually doing something like that. Well, Mila Lee, who's the Lifeline voice actor for Apex, says a week from today an announcement is gonna rock your world on June the 14th. Now obviously this was a few days ago. Many people at the time weren't really sure what this was about. Is it going to be the announcement of this new event, or it turns out that's obviously for the story of the Outlands, because there's a hidden video in the story of the Outlands playlist on the Apex Legends channel. People were literally commenting on this thing and getting mad at her because, you know, some people were saying, look, Lifeline is just totally obsolete this season, and then some people were even asking, okay, who cares, but like, when's cross progression? Like, she knows when cross progression is going to come. I mean, she honestly might, but I highly doubt it. And even if she did, obviously she's not the one you need to be asking. So after I made my video, we had another big leak dump. You guys remember a couple months ago we had that big season 13 leak, and it showed like multiple legends that were coming out in the future. Well, yesterday we had another big leak dump, and there were so many skins that were being leaked out for this next event that's coming out. They were actually really sick. Thornton Smash did make a video on all of these skins if you guys want to go check them out. It's pretty much all anime related, and it's actually pretty cool to see how some of these turned out. But that's not what I'm here to talk about. What I am here to talk about are some things that we're getting back, some things that we're getting in the game that we haven't had previously, and some things that we're losing, unfortunately. Also, just the simple idea that these leaks are even out still blow my mind. As Autism Gaming said this yesterday, you know, seeing lots of stuff from our beloved Respawn leaker, good of them to continue my work. So once again, indicating that it's not data mining, it's not, you know, just someone who's saying all kind of random stuff. It's someone literally in Respawn who's leaking this stuff out. Remember back in the early days of Apex, you were looking for someone who knew how to data mine to get this information. Now it's like literally just people who know the stuff, people who've seen it, played it, and they're just showing everything. It's ridiculous. Obviously none of this stuff is confirmed until you see it happen, so this is just the stuff that just got leaked out. And man, if some of this winds up to be true, I'm gonna be kind of upset and kind of happy. So iLoot Games posted, said, according to AG420, control mode is actually coming back with the first event, and then Armed and Dangerous with the second, along with Bangalore's Prestige skin in the second event. So that's gonna be super fun to get Armed and Dangerous back. It's gonna be really fun to be able to play control mode again with all these new fixes that they said they've done. I have no intentions on paying for a Bangalore heirloom skin that costs $160 and you can't even see, so I don't care about that. Thornton Smash also indicating that there's one more LTM here, so I'm pretty excited for what they have planned for the rest of this season. But even if you're just checked out, if you're like, nah bro, this season sucked, it's over, well, here's something to look forward to. Season 14 gun game mode section. Thornton Smash also retweeted this from AG420, says this indicates that Skull Town is returning in both Kings Canyon map and in the free DM mode next season. So next season he's saying we should be getting this free deathmatch mode. Now we're finally getting to the point where Apex is having a lot of modes, and we're not going to stay at this place where Apex just has modes, you know, just spread out all over the place. This honestly is indicating to me that we're approaching that multiplayer Apex very soon, where I think they'll start putting all of these game modes into their own little multiplayer game, keep BR separate and all of that stuff. And man, that is going to be a blast. Now I did reach out to Thornton Smash and try to get this cleared up, exactly what free DM mode means and gun game mode. You know, are these two separate things here, or is gun game like a game mode that you can play on free DM? Exactly how does that work? And the way he explained it to me is that all of these game modes we've been talking about basically are free DM. So free DM is like the baseline mode, and then you can play different type of games on free DM mode. So man, that is going to be absolutely sick when we're able to play all of these new multiplayer games, and it's super exciting to see this. I'm hoping that the gun game mode is actually good. In my personal opinion, it definitely needs to start with the P20, just like all the way the Call of Duties did it, and it needs to end with either like a melee or even the bow. But don't get too happy, because if you're a wingman lover, or if you're a car SMG lover, well, actually the car SMG makes sense because it is kind of powerful, and I think the R99 has definitely been on the back burner because of the car. Looks like we might be getting our R301 back in play, but our car SMG and wingman are going to say goodbye. Now, once again, like I said earlier in the video, none of this is confirmed until it obviously comes out, but Ezra's been a pretty reliable source of these leaks, and from this picture that you can see, it looks like we might be losing our good old wingman and our good old car SMG. Now, it kind of makes sense for the car because there's been a lot of talk recently about how the car SMG is just so similar to the R99, but at the end of the day, it's better. So because it's so much like it, people are going to take the car SMG over the R99 every day of the week. And honestly, if you had a weapon to ever stay permanently in the crafting system, I think the Car SMG would be that weapon. Not that I personally want it to, because I love using it, but it really just makes so much sense when you think about how powerful it is and how much better it is in the R99 and how it has that extra, you know, benefit of taking both mags and both ammo types. If you're not going to drastically change, you know, how good that gun is compared to the R99 and like the fire rate or the damage or something, then I think it needs to be separated from the R9. Now, here's some big news. Pros are actually potentially thinking of a postponal. Is that even a word? For ALGS, and here's why. And honestly, as much as I think this is a little much to actually postpone a big event when people have already bought tickets, we're talking about something serious. This is a big issue that aggravates me to my core, that Respawn will not fix this, won't talk about it, won't say anything. And yes, people can say all the time, oh, well, you know, they know we can't actually come out and say anything until we're given the green light. Bro, somebody needs to force somebody to give the green light, because this is getting absurd. He said this: less than a month till the biggest Apex tournament ever, and we still have no practice to be done because customs are still not fixed. Very nice. And someone asked, do you feel as if postponement would be necessary? And if he said if it's not fixed very soon, then yes, it should definitely postpone. That's when people started replying like, yo, I just bought my flight to Raleigh. Obviously, considering how many people have bought their stuff, I would not be surprised if they're just going to keep it the way it is. Then again, I have seen people refunded before because of COVID, so it's not to say that it can't be done. Dude, I'm getting really sick of Apex not coming out and talking about these issues and saying, hey, here's the deal, here's why it's not been fixed, or we're trying to, you know, get it amped up really fast and right now get it out tomorrow or something. I mean, how is this still an ongoing issue? You got the game balancer over here talking about how he doesn't want to make big game balance changes because the big tournament coming up and they want people to be able to practice with the same meta, not make a big meta change, but you're not even letting the people practice because the customs don't work. Hopefully they come out with a fix soon, because I know a lot of you are probably planning to go, probably planning to play. We even have a $2,000 1v1 Apex tournament that's, you know, basically trying to work around the ALGS. So I had to put it a day or week back from when I originally wanted to do it, because I wanted the ALGS to be out of the way. But when I do this, I'm gonna be mad if they reschedule it and put it on the same day that I decided to do it. Regardless, man, you look back in the day, we don't have nearly the amount of communication, it seems like, than what we used to. Now, we know, obviously, we think some people got in trouble for talking too much. You know, DZK got in a lot of arguments online about game balancing and who needed a nerf, who needed a buff, and many people say that's what got him caught in trouble to begin with, because he made enemies that way. Regardless, it'd be pretty nice to have some more transparency about what's taking these small issues so long. It's pretty annoying. Anyways, don't forget my $2,000 1v1 Apex tournament will be July 16th at Saturday, 1 p.m. Eastern. Don't forget to leave a comment down below, leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel for a chance to win the Valk Heirloom. Also, we're doing the same process over on Facebook. The link is in the description. And until the next time, I will see you all later, Gators.